Listen up. Welcome to this explainer. I need you to literally drop whatever distractions you have in your hands right now, clear your mind, and just lock in with me. For the next few minutes, we're letting this source material step in as our high-intensity accountability coach. We're going to unpack the cold, hard truths about what it actually takes to execute relentlessly and succeed. I'm demanding your absolute focus here, because the concepts we're about to pull from this blueprint are designed to tear down the walls you've built around yourself.
So answer this question honestly for me right now. What gets you out of bed? Is it a sudden burst of inspiration? A sense of duty? Let me be perfectly clear about this. It is not your alarm clock. Your alarm clock is just a noise. It's a piece of plastic or a digital tone on your phone. It has absolutely zero power to actually move your legs and put your feet on the floor.
Let's push this interrogation even further. When you're comfortable, when you're exhausted, when binge watching just one more hour of TV feels incredibly easy, what gets you off the couch? What is the actual driving force that compels your physical body into motion, to go to the gym, to get to work, to put in the actual effort?
Which brings us to the ultimate question you need to confront before we go a single step further. Why are you here? Why are you even tuning into this explainer today? You're seeking something, but before you can achieve it, I demand that you take absolute, immediate ownership of your current situation. Your starting line is right here, right now, and you need to look it dead in the eye.
Section 1. The morning wake-up call. Consider the whistle blown, guys, because if your morning routine is a mess, the rest of your day is going to be a mess.
You've really got to let this reality sink in. It's you, not your parents, not your friends, not your boss, your partner, or the economy. The only one that can make it happen for you is you. If you're waiting for someone to come along and hand you your destiny or magically drag you out of bed to go train, you're going to be waiting forever. You are the absolute sole architect of your own momentum.
Section 2. Kill your excuses. It is time to shine a really harsh spotlight on those mental barriers actively destroying your potential.
Okay, let's dive into this. These are the buts that ruin your progress. And let me tell you, it's really hard to be led by your butt. Think about it. But I'm not qualified. But I'm not good enough. But I didn't go to the right school. Every single time you utter one of these phrases, you are just justifying your own laziness and mediocrity. If you're ever going to step into your future and actually seize your destiny, you have got to get over your butt.
3. That is your strict, mandatory maximum limit. The source gives us exactly 3 days to throw a pity party and feel sorry for ourselves. If you have an undisciplined mind and you're just meditating on all the wrong things over and over, complaining about how unfair things are, well, the clock is ticking. You get 3 days. That's it.
And here is the mandatory protocol for what happens the second those 3 days are up. You stop sulking. Step 1, you cut off the record player, the iPod, the MP3, whatever sad soundtrack you've got playing on loop in your head. You say, enough is enough, I'm making a change. Step 2, you build a plan. And step 3, you chase what you believe you deserve and you keep going until you get it. It absolutely does not matter how many times you fail or how many people don't believe in you. You just go until you get it.
Section 3. Work in the dark. This is the unglamorous, lonely reality of how true progress is actually forged when no one is clapping for you. Let this act as the mirror you need to finally stop playing the blame game. I woke up one day and looked at the man in the mirror and was like, yo, bruh, what are you doing? Seriously, are you tired yet? You need to get tired of your habits. You need to get tired of the weak actions you're putting in every single day. Stop the excuses, look in the mirror, and wake up. It's showtime. And this brilliantly illustrates the unseen grind. Earning the label of being built different comes down to this. You wake up earlier, you go to class and actually do your homework, you stay later than everyone else, you stay humble, you put in the absolute hardest work when literally no one else is around. You do that and I guarantee people who feel bad about their own lack of discipline will look at you and say, man, they're just built different.
But to be built different, you have to accept an incredibly harsh reality. Your life is exactly what you wanted. Why? Because every single day you've had choices to make. You are entirely responsible and accountable for every single choice you have made up to this exact moment. You control you. You need to take ownership of that fact right now.
Section 4. The brutal reality. We really need to set some highly realistic expectations about what success actually demands from you.
Let's absolutely destroy the false entitlement so many of us carry around.
The world will not give you what you deserve. Stop thinking the universe owes you a favor just because you're a quote-unquote good person. However, the world will give you what you work for. You have to wake up every single day and put that work in. And yeah, it might be harder for you than for someone else. Who cares? You do whatever it is you have to do. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we have to completely strip away the romanticized version of success. Winning is a mastermind of setbacks. It is not loyal to you. It doesn't care if you're sore. It doesn't care how little sleep you got last night. It requires absolutely all of you, and then it turns around and asks for more while promising you absolutely nothing in return. It creates fear and doubt constantly. So the crucial point is this. The choice is yours. Chasing a win requires you to sprint with everything you have, even when the distance to the finish line is completely unknown. Why would you do that? Because the only thing actually guaranteed in life is that if you do nothing, you lose. It's really that simple. Section 5, your new daily mantra. It is time for a mandatory mindset shift to replace all those pathetic excuses we just killed. It begins today. Right now is the time to grind. Now is the time to show the world that you were placed here for a purpose. You have to work for it, and you have to fight for it. It doesn't start next Monday. It doesn't start when you feel like it. It starts right now, in this exact second. Let's move on and see how this builds, because one good day of execution is not enough. It continues again tomorrow. Success demands relentless consistency day after day, week after week. The alarm clock still doesn't matter tomorrow. You still have to get yourself out of bed and do it all over again. And it never dies. You do not get to be complacent. You do not get to coast. The drive, the execution, the refusal to make excuses, it literally has to become a permanent part of your DNA from this moment forward. I am leaving you with this final, provocative challenge. Everything we've unpacked in this explainer comes down to this one question. Are you willing to sprint when the distance is unknown? Are you willing to kill your excuses, build the daily habits, and put in the dark, lonely work without a single guarantee? Because that is what it takes. Now, get off the couch, take ownership, and execute.